In the early years of my 600-pound life, the show would follow the cast members for 7 years, during which it would document their weight loss journey. Donald Shelton was among the first cast to appear on the show. He was 34 when he appeared in episode 3 of the very first season of My 600-Pound Life back in 2012. At the time of his journey, his weight was 675 pounds. At that weight, Donald was barely mobile and he lived with his parents. He started gaining weight at a very early age as he would just eat too much. For instance, he would reach 150 pounds at age 5, 270 pounds at age 16, and about 400 pounds when he was 19. He just loved food. Donald decided to have weight loss surgery with the hope that the surgery would help him lose 400 pounds. So he reached out to Dr. Now for help in that endeavor.
Being 675 pounds, this does make Donald to be high risk for surgery. That put a lot of pressure on the heart and lung. The body function is not normal to begin with.
The surgery procedure went well, and after a few days, Donald was sent home to continue his recovery. In 4 months post-surgery, Donald lost 87 pounds, and 5 months later his weight was down to 435 pounds, which represented a weight loss of 240 pounds in 9 months since his surgery. This was Dr. Carol Bodenheimer, a physical medicine and rehabilitation specialist. As she stated, Guillain-Barré syndrome causes the body to attack the peripheral nerves, causing paralysis. Though many recover from the condition, it can be fatal, as was the case of Renee Byron, who we previously discussed when we touched on the cast of My 600-Pound Life, who passed away, as she was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome shortly after undergoing weight loss surgery. In 2018, a study conducted in France suggested that Guillain-Barré syndrome was also a side effect of bone or digestive organ surgery. Losing weight can be a difficult task, especially when you don't have the right support to help you achieve your fitness and weight loss goals. At Restream, we help you lose weight and keep it off without you sacrificing any foods. The way this is done is via nutrition and exercise plans customized to you, your goals, and your lifestyle in 3 simple steps. Step 1. You select a plan and fill out its assessment form. Step 2. We develop a plan for you and discuss it with you. Step 3. Together we execute the plan and yellow to a new you. And right now, Restream is running a 50% off special on all services. An offer that is available now until December 30th, 2023. What's more is that by becoming a member, you get more discount on that deal on top of the perks that come with the membership. How cool is that? So hurry, because December 30th, 2023 may seem far away, but it really is not. Secure your spot today. And if you're looking for healthy, easy to make, delicious meals, we also have recipe books. All these can be found at link.bistreaming.com/services or buymeacoffee.com/LolaK. Don't be that person blaming your weight on the holidays. Let's work together. Who update his fans on his weight loss journey, and some previously shared pictures suggested that he had lost some weight. In 2016, it was announced that Donald Shelton had passed away, but this was his father, who he shared the same name with. Today, Donald has disappeared almost completely from most social media platforms. Before that happened, he was still living in Pasadena, Texas, where he is from, with his mother. He was also said to be single and not looking for love, but continuing to enjoy himself nevertheless. While he was on the show, Donald showed his best and a bit side for the most part, despite his setbacks, and we can only hope that today he is happy and continuing to lead a healthy lifestyle, and wish him well on his endeavors.